I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like hanging out with people. I'm introverted. I like to be at my own house so I can recharge and do my own thing. Sometimes I don't even feel like talking. That's just the bottom line. Whoa, what's happening with you? How you? How your mom and them? Well, y'all saw the thumbnail and you read the title, so let's get into it. Over 60 and no friends. Yeah, that's right. Over 60 and no friends. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I wish I did have friends, but then it's really not that big of a deal. And I hope that don't sound too bad, but that's the reality of it. For whatever reason, I've always been kind of a loner and an introvert, right? We all got stuff that happened to us when we were younger, childhood trauma and all of that kind of stuff. I'm imagining that that's where that came from. But like I said, let's get into it a little more. So yeah, I'm 61 years old and I can't say that I have a friend to call and say, hey, let's go do this or let's go do that. Now, not that nobody wanted to be my friends or not that I'm such a bad person, but it's just that throughout my life I moved around a lot and some of my friends went here and went there. Some of them stayed where they were. But you grow up and you kind of outgrow some people, and some people you keep in touch with, but it's all of that. Y'all know how that go. But like I said before, sometimes I do wish I had that friend that I could say, hey, I'm coming through or come through or whatever. But to be honest with you, I don't even know if that works for me at this point or this stage in my life. You know what I mean? Because I'm so introverted, even now, or more now than ever. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten in a groove, so to speak, where it's me and my wife, and basically she's my friend. Now, do I have acquaintances? Of course I do. I got family members. I got people that I work with that I'm really cool with, and all of that kind of stuff. But we're talking about friends. Somebody who call you on the phone and talk to you. Somebody who you go hang out with. Somebody, stuff like that. And like I say, at this point in my life, I'm really not really interested in that. You know what I mean? And I hate to sound a certain way, but that's just who I am. For whatever reason. So like I say, yeah, growing up I had several friends, and mom and daddy used to always say, you tell them, wait, they ask you, who you got that from or where you was at? Oh, my friend, you ain't got no friends. And I guess that kind of stuck with me. But no, I did have a few friends. I still have one person that I've always called my best friend. And we still keep in contact, but we don't talk every day and we don't see each other all the time because obviously we live in two different places. He's in Mississippi now. I'm in Georgia and stuff like that, right? But like I say, we keep in contact. We don't talk all the time, but that's still my friend. I consider him my friend and he considered me his friend. And so, like that, I got people like that. And then, of course, my brother has always been my best friend because in the beginning, it was just me and him. And not just him, but me, him, and my two cousins, my two first cousins. We were all raised together like brothers, you know what I mean? And I talk to them from time to time. Sometimes when I go home, I'll go by one of them because one of them is in New Orleans. One of them is in, I think he's in Georgia somewhere, or he might have moved back to California, but don't quote me. But anyway, yeah, we're talking about those kind of friends. And like I said before, all of us has had some form or some type of childhood trauma. And I believe that that's where mine came from, because I always was by myself. You know what I'm saying? I was always more comfortable when I was by myself. Even when I was a kid and we used to have family functions, for some reason I would always get sick or not feel good. And I think that was a defense mechanism. So mother would always allow me to just go off to the back or whatever. Because, you know, you don't do that in our type of family at a family gathering. Everybody in here, ain't nobody going, you're not hanging out in a room. It's different now because kids are always in the room on the computer or on the phone or whatever. But back then, it was always you out here. Either you in here or you outside playing. But that was the reality of it. So yeah, that's one reason I believe that I don't have friends like that, because again, I have my church family. I got brothers that I'm really cool with at church, brothers that I'm really cool with on the job. Not only brothers, but females too, that I'm really cool with on the job. But like to say, do you have somebody you could just call up and say, hey, I'm coming through, or you come through, or let's go push that stick around, let's go shoot some pool, or let's go, you know what I'm saying, go to a ball game or whatever. I don't have those type of friends. The crazy part is I've been seeing this narrative or question or statement on YouTube, and I thought about it a few times, but then I'm at Sunday school this morning and that came out, and it was like the question was posed: do you have that? You know, everybody have that one friend or that couple friends or whatever. And then like I say, they were asking the question, well, so and so, do you know? Do you? And it came to me, and it wasn't super crazy or something that I really had to think about, but it made me think about it, and I was like, nah, I don't have that. Basically, I don't have that. That's not a norm for me, so to speak. And I think they were understanding of it, because a lot of people, not a lot, but some of the people in our Sunday school class, which is the choir Sunday school class, a few of them are kind of introverted. I wouldn't say introverted, but kind of standoffish too. They're almost like the same, but they have friends. It might just be one or two, but they have them. But I couldn't even think of, because I don't. And since I've been here in Georgia, I've been here, I think, going on 8 years or 9 years, whatever it's been. But not just that. Even when I was back at home, because I lived in California for a long time. I moved back to New Orleans in 2007, I think. And even then, other than my brother, I didn't really have those type of friends, you know what I'm saying, that you hang out with or whatever. But my brother, he knew everybody. He remembered everybody from high school. I had a person on Facebook a long time, not long, but a long time back. I think he kind of got upset with me or felt some kind of way because I didn't remember him. And I don't know where all of that comes from. I have a good idea, but I don't know where all of that comes from. But my brother, he remembers everybody. Everybody remember him. Matter of fact, they knew me as, oh, you LeBeau brother. Yeah, you LeBeau brother. Yeah, that's me. It was never, oh, you Adam LeBeau, or you LeBeau brother. Yeah, that's me, whatever. But he was really popular, and I wasn't. Wasn't that person. But anyway, back to the friend thing. And there are times where I feel like I kind of wish I had a friend like that, whether it was a male or female. outside of my wife and my brother and my mother, obviously. Because sometimes we need somebody to talk to. But that's not good either because, well, I won't say that's not good. It's not good for me because I have trust issues. And I think that's the reason why it doesn't bother me not to have friends, because you have to you have to trust people in order to be that type of friend. You know what I mean? Trust that if whatever we talk about is going to stay here. Trust that you really got my back. Trust that you're not using me for something. Trust that all of those things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go too deep, but I think for me it is that deep. Like I always tell my wife, everything for me is deeper than what it seems. For most people, it's basically a surface level. Everything for me is always deeper and deeper. Cause what you want? Why you like me? Why you want to talk to me? Why you, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody always trying to get you, and everybody ain't always out to get you. You know what I mean? And so I'll say it again. I kind of know where it comes from, and I've gone to therapy. I need to get back into it, but I've gone to therapy about it. But I don't know that I can get past that because it's there and it's always like, and on top of that, God has given me this thing for people. Like, I'm not really crazy about people, but I do have a love for people. And there are times where I can kind of read people. I'm not saying I'm clairvoyant. I'm not saying that he gave me a gift to say, oh, I know what's going. No, not that kind of situation. I'm just saying I just have a thing for people. I kind of know people like that. But even in all of that, that trust issue is still there. That whole thing about being used is still there. The whole thing about not being valued is still there. It's like most people nowadays, it's all about me, you know, what I can get out of the situation, what's going to benefit me, and all of that different kind of stuff. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So that just makes it worse for me. And just to be honest, I'm just more comfortable with me than I am with anybody else. That goes for family members, friends, associates, whatever. I'm just more comfortable with me than I am anybody else. I've gotten super comfortable with my wife. She's like my best friend. You know what I mean? Whatever we do together. Not saying that I can't have friends or enjoy other people, but I've gotten so comfortable with her because I know who she is and I know her intentions. I know her motives. I know all of that about her. Now, does that say she can't change up? No. But as for now, I know who she is and I'm comfortable with her. And she don't judge me, and she don't she's not always looking for something from me, and she don't always feel like, oh, you down bad because you don't want to go somewhere with me. If she asks me to bring her somewhere or let's go somewhere, I'll tell her whether it's a good idea or not for me, or if it's not a good time or whatever. And she never says, see, you'll never want to do nothing. It's never like that with her. You understand? So that's what I mean by I know her and I know her intentions and all of that type of stuff. That don't mean we agree on everything. That don't mean we don't have misunderstandings. That don't mean any of that. But we're talking about friends now where you could just be all the way you. You know what I'm saying? I've never really felt that I could be all the way me around people. I don't know why, but it has to do with all of that other stuff. Because you don't want to feel judged. You don't. And the crazy part about it is I'm on social media. Duh. You know what I'm saying? So that's a situation that I don't have control over. But again, the people I don't know, you can judge me all you want because I know me and you don't. So it is what it is. But again, we're talking about friends, true friends, close friends that talk about everything, that do everything, that trust everything, that everything, and like I say, I just don't have that. Now I had I'll say I had a few people in school. I had a few brothers that I used to work with. That we were really cool. One of my partners, he passed. One of my other partners got into some trouble and been gone a long time. One of my partners is in California and the other one is in New Orleans. But I haven't talked to him in a long time. But I understand that life happens, things change. You don't always stay in the same places and all of that kind of stuff and keep the same friends. But like I say, for those type of friends, you kind of, no matter how far away you go and how long you be gone, sometimes you kind of able to just pick right back up where you left off. And that's the craziest thing, But again, even in that, it's like a window of time. You know what I'm saying? Like I come to see you or you come to see me and okay, that's enough. I'm good for another whatever. And I hate to be that way, but that's a part of who I am. And I believe that's why I don't have friends, because I've always been able to make friends easy, but I never wanted to make friends like that because it's going to require something. It's going to require me spending time with you. It's going to require me talking to you on the phone. It's going to require all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know that at this point in my life, I ain't ready for all of that. Now, if I love you, I love you. If I miss you, I miss you. If I rock with you, I rock with you. If you need me and you're in the area, call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a come, I'll be there on the spot. But if everything's straight, I'm good. Long as I know you good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to hang out. I don't have to be on the phone all the time. I don't have to do all of that. So, without making this video too long, that's why I'm over 60 and don't have friends. Do I miss it sometimes? Yes. Do I want to try to make it better? In other words, do I want to have more friends and hanging out and all? No, I don't, because I don't have the energy no more. I don't have, it requires too much. And it's only right if we're friends like that to put in the work, you know what I mean, to make it better or to do what you need to do. But like I said, at this point in life, it just requires too much for me. But I do have some friends that I don't hang out with, I don't talk to every day, I don't talk to every month or every year. But if I'm in town and I go and I come by and see you I'm cool with that. But again, long as I know you good, I'm good. And I know that's not a good mentality because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But even that's another story for another time. But because of the loss, because of some of the losses that I've experienced, I guess I'm immune to, is that the word? Immune to it in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just me. Everybody done lost somebody. But when you lose people and everybody done lost somebody that was close to them. But when you lose certain people or certain things and defense mechanisms start to kick in, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not, what's the word? It's not that it don't faze me or it don't bother me when somebody passed. But at this stage in life, I know that that's a part of life. People gonna come, people gonna go, people gonna be born, and people gonna die. That's just the way it go. And I think when my daddy passed, and other people started to pass, and then my youngest brother passed, I mean, we all gotta go that way. It's sad to say. But again, that might be a defense mechanism on my part. Because one day we all gonna go that way. So it still hit me, but it just hit different with me now. And I'm talking about death. And I was talking about why it's not a good idea not to keep in touch, why it's not a good idea not to stay cool with your friends and be cool with your family and all of that kind of stuff. I was talking about that. That's what I mean. That's where I am with what I'm talking about, death and all of that, because most of us will say, and I just said it a few minutes ago or a little bit ago, that tomorrow ain't promised. And even though we know that, I guess for me the defense mechanism kick in to say, no, tomorrow ain't promised, but I still don't have the energy to work on that. It's horrible. I know it's horrible because just me saying it and hearing me saying it is horrible. But regardless of whether we're friends or not, when my time come, it's gonna come. I can't stop it, you can't, and the same vice versa. So basically, I'll cherish what we had. I'll cherish our friendship. I'll keep our memories with us. But I don't know that that's enough to say, okay, I'm a call you every weekend, or I'm gonna call you every. I just can't do it. I don't know. I just can't do it. So do I want friends? Yeah, sometimes I wish I had that one true friend that lived in the same area of me that I can say, hey, let's go hang out. Let's go get something to eat. Let's go chat about something. Let's go talk about something. But I don't have the energy to make that happen. And that saying no new friends, I can get all the new acquaintances in the world and I'm cool with that, but basically no new friends. Because I have trust issues. And I don't think that I would trust somebody like that. And also, when I'm at my house, I just want to be by myself. Sometimes even, it's sad, but sometimes even from my wife, and she knows that. She'll give me that space. You understand? That's just a part of who I am. I do know where it comes from. Let me stop saying I don't know where it comes from. I do know exactly where it comes from. I don't know why I haven't been able to overcome it, but I know exactly where it comes from. A lot of things that I do in my life, I know exactly where it comes from. But even at 61 years old, I haven't figured out, and even with therapy, I haven't figured out how to overcome that. And that's something that I'm working on daily, every day, all day. Because again, I know where it comes from. But I just have to figure out how to deal with it. And at this point in life, it is what it is. So that's me being over 60, not having friends, and not really being bothered by it. So there you have it. It's harsh, it's raw, it's the truth. It is what it is. Excuse me. And that's all I got on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate. And so that's really all I got. So if y'all like this kind of content, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, because I'll be coming with some more of these types of videos as well. Talk to me in the comments. I'll talk back. And like I always say, just don't be disrespectful, because I ain't going to be able to do that one. I mean, I ain't going to block you or nothing like that, but I just can't do the disrespect, because my biggest thing in life is to give respect. So obviously the other biggest thing is to get it back. So y'all be easy, and I'll holler at you in the next one. One love.